Hello, and welcome to Council Recap, where we take the content of the City Council meetings and give you the breakdown. I'm Kayla Moeller. There were a few presentations this week. First, there was an introduction of a few neighborhood associations. The remaining neighborhood associations will be introduced over the course of future council meetings. Next, the design of the new community center was presented. Former interim city manager Arnold Shadbeer gave a slideshow on what it's going to look like. The plans will include a senior center and 2 multi-purpose rooms. Council is working on securing funding. And lastly, Lease Up, a program fighting homelessness, presented their outline and goals. Lease Up is a PATH initiative that works with over 600 property owners and managers throughout Southern California to house those facing homelessness. Then, in the ordinances portion of the meeting, Ordinance 2213 was introduced. This motion is to amend the municipal code to revise the qualifications for who can be appointed to the Civil Service Commission. Those who are not qualified are any elected official or law enforcement who have served within the last 10 years, any former city employee, and anyone who has committed a crime. Next, Ordinance 2214 was adopted to further opportunities for voting within the city. The Sunroom and the Venus Room in the Memorial Center will now be used as voting centers during consolidated elections. Ordinance 2217 was adopted to replace a portion of the municipal code regarding floodplain management. This new section will include more current and comprehensive language as required by the National Flood Insurance Program. But since Hawthorne is not in a flood danger zone, the section will be more guideline driven and have flexibility if anything should change regarding flood conditions in the area. Next, in the general matters portion, there was an update on the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. Council received and filed this report. Under this added bill by the U.S. government, the city of Hawthorne will receive additional federal funds to help with COVID relief. Representatives from Harris & Associates presented the fiscal analysis on cannabis retail outlet revenues and emerging trends for other cannabis business types. Council plans to release the request for proposal for cannabis implementation and related consulting services by March 11, 2021. Next was an update on the Skid Row Trust that the city entered an agreement with for the development of a veterans housing project next to 14115 Cordary Avenue. Representatives from the Skid Row Trust were there to answer questions and to present site plans demonstrating parking arrangements from their findings in other cities. Council voted to approve 10 parking spaces for the project. The city manager's consent calendar had a few items this week. The city received and filed the highlights of the South Bay City's Council of Governments board meeting from February 25, 2021. This is to ensure council and residents are aware of local government issues around the South Bay region. Next, City Council approved a change purchase order to L. Everett and Associates LLC. The change of purchase order provides a continuation of soil vapor extraction systems and the continued monitoring and reporting of them. They approved to increase the purchase order to cover those expenses for another year. Council also approved to renew the general services agreement between the City of Hawthorne and Los Angeles County. The renewal will extend the current agreement for another 5 years. The agreement includes general services like maintenance, street repairs, emergency crew response, and safety lighting. Well, that's it for the meeting this week. Thank you for joining us for Council Recap. Remember, you can watch City Council meetings in their entirety by going to www.youtube.com and searching for Hawthorne Community Television. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time.